Hello, I'm Aaron McNeil, a Senior Support Engineer here at Vizion. Today, I'll be walking us through one of our recipes which helps you to take a SCAC code, or Standard Carrier Alpha code, through the API to determine what the Vizion carrier code is so that you can create a reference to track a container. First, you'll want to set up the API request. Using the Axios library, which is a promise-based HTTP client, you can set up your call to our production environment here at prod.vizionapi.com, and then you'll want to point it to our carriers list, which is located at /carriers. Make sure you supply your API key here, and then you'll also want to follow these options to send it the request as a GET method, and then the API key will be automatically supplied here in this particular example. Jumping down to the actual meat of the code, we will set up the response and retrieve that data from our list carriers endpoint. In this constant here, found carrier, we're taking the response from the list carriers endpoint and we're calling find on it to try to find the particular SCAC that we provided to the function that we will then call below. We'll take that and we'll set it to uppercase just for presentation purposes. As you can see here, if you find the carrier, we'll return that carrier code. And else will return an error message that says carrier code not found for provided SCAC, as we do have a list of supported carriers and we do not currently support all carriers. If there's an error of any sort, we'll return an error. In this case, error occurred while fetching carrier data. Lastly, taking a look at the example here, we have a SCAC, which is HYUD. This is Hyundai. We'll pass this SCAC through the find carrier code from SCAC method that we've defined above, and it will return either the carrier code or an error. To provide a quick run through of this example, I've set up the code on my side and I will call my function in Node. As you can see, with the carrier SCAC of HYUD, we were able to use the Vizion API's list carriers endpoint to determine that when tracking a Hyundai container, you'll want to create a reference and pass us the carrier code of HDMU. I hope this has been a useful example and walkthrough of our Carrier SCAC recipe. If there are any questions that you have, feel free to write in to support@vizionapi.com and we'll be happy to answer your questions and help you get started.